talk about end of life real quick, because this is a viable concern. This isn't a sustainable technology in terms of where it comes from. The fibers are the same material that's in this water bottle. The fibers are polyethylene, just like this water bottle. And like this water bottle, it's the UV degradation that ultimately kills the field. If I take the water bottle and I leave it at the beach for 10 years, I can break it up in my hand. It becomes brittle, it loses tensile strength, and it breaks down very readily. The same with the fibers. The fibers and the urethanes on the backing are all petroleum-based. It's not a sustainable technology. And I said I'd give you the pluses and minuses of the environmental question. The industry has made great strides, particularly in the last 48 months, about harvesting these fields. This is a machine that's been developed, that picks up the carpet, it removes 100% of the infill, it puts it through a sieve deck, it cleans it, and it puts it in a super sack and sets it aside. The carpet is rolled up by another machine behind it, put in a truck, and it's shipped back to Dalton, Georgia, where it is ground up, the backing and the carpet, it's pelletized, and it's re-extruded as something else, lawn furniture. In this case, this was the Patriots field that was ground up, pelletized, and they made beer coasters. It's not a high quality resin. It does cost money, but at least they're making some attempt at dealing with the end of life issue, which is a real one.
The grass. What company is in the business of doing the recycling?
There's a company in Pennsylvania. It's a Danish company that's started up. It's called Rematch. And then there's I'm forgetting the name of the other one. There's a second company that's down in the Mid-Atlantic, but the one in Pennsylvania is the closest one. And they've got a really great video that shows the entire process inside their factory, so you can have a factory tour without actually going to it if you want. I'm going to send you a link to that.
Those turf fields.
Well, Denmark's not in the Mid-Atlantic, so it's a little
I understand
far.
that, but I don't know of any that are located
Okay, if
in
you
the
could,
Mid-Atlantic
check
region.
on that, that'd be helpful. Thank you.
So TTI is recycling them?
Correct.
Where is that? Where does that happen?
So they ship it off to a plant in Malaysia, and then they recycle it. And then they bring it back as post-compost 2 days later.
Okay, so presumably we could see potentially...
You can see the chain of custody.
in recycling, we certainly took that to heart. You know, we've had many conversations with you know, our community advocates. Had very strict requirements for the contractors to submit a recycling plan. If you see on the resolution, the low bid contractor
I was very happy you did.
did not submit a what we would consider a true recycling plan. So the next bidder is submitting one which will capture every element of that site and then take it to a recycling plant for post-consumer use. And the chain of custody will be provided along the way.
Okay, so is their plan online somewhere or something? Because it doesn't come with our.
Sure.
So in other words, if our plan is to sell it to another company that's gonna put it by the river or whatever, I know that's not technically just because it's not our property anymore and we can't tell other people what to do with it necessarily, but I still feel like we have an obligation to make sure that it's being.
And we do plan to post on our website the timing of when the field will come up, the way it will be transported to the recycling plant and the location of the recycling plant. And we're also going to try and post what that post-consumer goods product will look like post-recycling as well. So we will post that on both our website as well as the athletics website, just to make sure we are providing as much information as possible.
Good.
Thank you. I'm just curious. Can you tell me any fields that have been recycled that are in the United States and where they went and how many of them have been taken out? Thanks.
Anyone from the manufacturer can do that? Or from the applicant?
You're muted, Mark. Okay, there I am. Yeah, I appreciate the question. The answer is none, and that's why we developed this product in the first place. I sat through, and I'm glad that I did, your previous meetings, and it was demonstrated the need that our industry had to address this. So what we've done here at Tenkata is we've stepped up to the plate and recognized that we've got to find a better way of dealing with our fields when they come out of the ground and end of life. So there aren't any yet, and somebody has to start, and we're happy to be the ones to do so.
They must have, some of them must have been the end of life. What were they doing with them?
Repurposing. And by repurposing, I mean they would go to batting cages, paintball places, golf ranges for tee boxes.
That's for reprocessing. I'm just wondering, I'm sure many fields have, over a period of years, have reached where they couldn't use them anymore. And so what they do with them? If there's no plant, what do they do with them?
They sit in big yards in different parts of the country, like Pennsylvania. I mean, we're not disputing the videos that were shown here. I don't know if you attended previous meetings, sir, but it's an issue for the turf industry, and it needs to be addressed. And that's what
answered the question. They're evidently a load is to 320 tons, and that they ship them in by train, but the train doesn't come here. It doesn't get that close, but that's figures out to be 10 tractor trailer loads. That's about $6,000 worth of ferry fare. I just was trying to do a little chicken scratching. Thank you very much.
Okay, so bottom line is that there's a small percentage probably that get repurposed, and right now in the United States, the rest of it just gets dumped somewhere or stored.
That's correct.
Okay.